The Department of Human Settlements in KwaZulu-Natal says about 50% of the mass care centres have been formally shut down following the April floods. According to the statement from mass care facilities to transitional emergency accommodation facilities, over 205 families have been moved since October the 6th. Severe flooding and landslides caused by heavy rainfall in April led to the deaths of 448 people, displaced over 40,000 people and completely destroyed hundreds of houses, including informal settlements. It also severely damaged infrastructure, roads, health centres and schools. To take this conversation further then, we're now joined by Dr. Ntuthuko Mahlaba. He is the MEC for KZN Human Settlements and Public Works. A very good afternoon to you, MEC. Thanks very much for joining us here on SABC News.
Good afternoon to you and listeners at home.
So we'd, of course, been hearing a lot about, seeking findings as to, where most of the damage is when we're talking about those April floods. Take us through the report that was released on those April floods and what was actually found.
Well, what has happened, as you know, it was a disaster which none of us expected, which has left many of us in a very unfortunate situation, homeless. Our children are able to go to school, some of us unable to go to work, unable to sleep properly at night, having a very comfortable life, and have some families without finding enough because their bodies that have left.
Yeah, I'm specifically asking about the report and the findings within this particular report that was released, and certainly that would then lead to the issue of finding solutions. Can we get information on the actual report?
Okay, no. In terms of the report, we have managed to, from the master centers, to remove more than 50%. About 50% of the people who are living in the master centers. We've moved them to transit emergency accommodation centers, and some to the temporary residential units, and we've managed to secure some buildings where they will live permanently, and we were also concurrently with that in the process of building permanent structures.
Yeah. And how far are you in terms of building those particular structures? I mean, obviously, we know that these centers were only meant to be a temporary solution. So obviously now, we're talking about getting people out and actually getting them into proper structures, as you mentioned. And how far are we in that regard? And will these people, all of them, I mean, we're talking large numbers here. I'd heard that about 4,000 people had actually been displaced. Will they be able indeed to get adequate houses? I mean, there was at some point an issue about land. There isn't enough land. Have you dealt with that particular situation?
But we are making progress in terms of buildings that are vacant, which are ready to use, which need minor renovations. But there are areas where we must extend, like in the Ntuthuko, where even now, I mean, Ntuthuko is a premier. We are building one of the places where we need to build permanent structures for people. We are in the process now of making sure that we secure more land. I can assure you, with the commitment and the support from the premier, that the entire executive of KwaZulu-Natal, that we want to make sure that our people, they spend their Christmas in a very comfortable space.
All right, so thanks very much for that. That's Dr. Ntuthuko Mahlaba, who's the KZN MEC for Human Settlements and Public Works, on the back, of course, of people being moved from mass care facilities to transitional emergency accommodation then.